Hello, welcome to the Christmas episode of Spirits and Supernatural. I'm Dawn.
I'm Jenny. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We are gonna talk everything Christmas. Specifically, is it the episode called A Very Supernatural Christmas?
It is.
Okay.
Season 2.
Yeah.
It's really the only Christmas specific out of 15 years. It's the only Christmas specific episode that they do. They didn't fall into the trap like Friends always had like a special Thanksgiving episode, and different shows have special. They just this one.
Just one.
Of course, we have Mrs. Butters, who we'll talk about later, who does like all the
holidays.
But
Sure.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's the only Christmas one. So we're going to talk specifically about that, and we're making a Christmas spirits eggnog minus the egg, because Don and I, neither one of us want raw egg in a drink or ever.
That's a thing with some cocktails, is like using egg white or using egg, and I can't do it.
It's ew.
I will drink the pickle juice like we
That's
did.
right.
But I
the
cannot.
episode before this one, we had pickle juice.
But
So-
I cannot. I'll do the broth, but I cannot do an egg.
well, you're lucky that I don't like egg either, because I talked you into the broth tale.
You did. I've never been a fan of eggnog either. I don't know what it is.
Well, I've tried it before, like just the store-bought kind, and to me, it was too sweet. It was just like, it was
Is it like
tooth decay
the
sweet.
same kind of as milk, like as far as like the fluidiness of it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the viscosity,
Uh-huh.
if you will. Yeah, it might be a little thicker, almost like a cream, but it's still just too sweet. I don't care
I'm
for it.
very much about the smell of things. If I can't get over how it smells, there's no way that I'm going to try to taste it.
So this drink today, we're using the official Supernatural Join the Hunt, the official cocktail book. But of course, being Dawn and Jenny, we are changing it up a little bit. It calls for some bourbon, but we are going to use, is it honey?
Honey vanilla barrel finished vodka.
It sounds delicious.
This is from Ohio, which is distilled in Columbus.
Yay, Ohio again. And then we're using my generic rum, and we're using some cinnamon vanilla syrup, and some heavy cream for me, some almond milk for Dawn, and then just going to garnish it with some cinnamon.
I'm still not doing alcohol because of reflux, so I'm just going to have some warmed milk and then add in the cinnamon syrup and other deliciousness.
Which is, you can say that's the mocktail, or basically this is an eggnog.
It's an eggnog minus the nog. It's mine is the
Minus
way I
the
was
egg.
Minus the egg and the nog. Mine is just I think of it as like a steamer kind of idea. If you just have warm milk and then add like your flavors to
Right.
it. Yeah.
Or you can go to any grocery store and get a carton of eggnog that doesn't have alcohol in it.
Yeah.
And that can be your mocktail.
Yeah, that's
So-
also true if you want to do that. Absolutely. All right.
So Dawn's going to get that stirred up, and we're going to talk a little bit about this Christmas episode. I think this is the first time that we see young Sam played by Colin Ford, who comes back and plays Sam, I don't know, another 3 or 4 times at least. He's my favorite young Sam for sure. I think he does a great job. I think he grows up to look like Jared Padalecki, and he's really good. Oh, love that sound. And in this episode, the boys are, in a hotel while Dad's off working again. And Sam is wrapping up a present for Dean. And I love it because it ends up being the Samulet.
Well, initially he was going to give that to his dad.
He was.
And
He
then
had gotten it from Uncle Bobby.
And he was going to give it to Dad, and he says, "No, I want you to have it."
Yeah.
That's probably like one of my favorite scenes in this episode. One of my favorite things altogether.
Yeah.
Because we know how much that is, like the Samulet, what that means across the whole show. So
Right. And Dean
great.
says, I love it. I'll never take it off. And up until season 5, he doesn't. He wears it all the time until it started chipping poor Jensen Ackles' teeth, and they had to remove it. But it is so...
Oh, did it like swing around during fights and stuff?
Yes.
Oh.
Kept hitting him in the mouth. They talk about... So when they do the musical episode, the girl that takes it off, she's like, it keeps hitting me in the mouth. She talks about that. And that's why
in reference to the... Okay.
Yes. And so in this episode, there's been a series of men specifically, I think, that have disappeared. And they don't know how or why or what's going on. And they they find this wreath, and it's made with something called sweet meadow. And of course,
Meadow sweet.
Meadow sweet,
Yeah.
sweet meadow. Well, it might have come from a sweet meadow. I don't
Maybe.
know. Meadow sweet. And they dig into the lore.
Bobby tells them about it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they find out that it was used for sacrificing with these pagan gods.
What did Sam say? It's like chum for the gods.
Yes.
That was the phrase he used.
Yes. And they also, in the episode, Sam looks up the chimney and he finds a tooth. So they know that one of the persons disappeared. It's really gross. And left a tooth behind. And I'm thinking, a whole body went up and all that got embedded in that brick was one tooth.
One tooth.
One molar.
Yep.
That's just gross. So Dawn is mixing these up. It's 1.5 ounces of bourbon, a half an ounce of rum. Instead of bourbon, like I said, we're using the honey vanilla vodka, 3/4 ounce of the cinnamon vanilla syrup, an ounce of heavy cream, and then we are going to froth some cream on top and make it pretty. And we are using our Jackpot pottery mugs today, and she is out of Medina. She makes beautiful pottery. So definitely, if you're in the area, look her up. What is the owner's name?
Her name's Brittany.
Brittany. Thank you, Brittany, for the beautiful mugs. And so back to the episode, Bob.
I'm frothing.
Yes, she's frothing. I don't know who Bob is. Oh, you can hear it.
A little bit, yep. I'm going to get that actually turned on.
So they find out, they go to the house, they find this old couple who are dressed to the nines in, it just looks like a Santa's and North Pole like vomited on their home. I mean, it's just like completely decorated in all things Christmas, and they have these Christmas sweaters on, and they're just like, well, Madge, and they talk, and they're really, really comical, I think.
This smells really good.
Yay. And they crack me up. But even before they get to this couple, they're looking around, and they're like, they're going to smell sweet because they're going to smell like candy. And didn't they say the guy like walks with a limp? Mm-hmm. And they go to this place where they're taking pictures.
Like a Christmas tree farm.
Yes. And this real gross, dirty old Santa man is
like
there.
The nastiest bad Santa you can imagine.
Yes, he's so disgusting. One of his little elf helpers or whatever comes up to the boys and says,
can I help you guys?
Can I take your children up for the picture? And they're like, oh, we don't have kids. We're just here to watch, which makes them sound
gross,
super creepy.
One of my favorite parts of this episode is when they think that the like grungy Santa, the old man, is the bad guy, is the monster. And they're like staking outside of this trailer that he lives in, and then they hear a scream. And so they go busting into the trailer, and the scream is from something that he has on TV.
Right.
And the guy is like drunk, and he's like, "What's going on?" And they panic, and they start trying to sing Silent Night, but they don't know the words.
No.
And they're just like,
yeah. And he's so happy. He just like starts singing with them the wrong words, and just like, can you imagine being so out of it, and that these two big guys come bursting into your house and then just start singing? They just came caroling. It's so bizarre, but it is one of the funniest.
That part absolutely cracks me up. The other thing that makes me laugh in this episode is the way that is it like the Kerrigans, the monsters, the way that they talk. They're all like, when I get mad, I just say fudge. Yeah. Maybe you should say fudge.
Yeah. Dean's like, I'll try to remember that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's clink our mugs and take a sip of this.
I added some of the cinnamon syrup into my little warmed milk.
Oh, that's really yummy.
Is it? It smells so good.
That honey vanilla bean vodka, that's really good. Next time you're there, I'm going to make you pick me up a bottle. That's really good.
It is.
Yum.
I think it's like barrel finished. So I think part of what gives it the color, besides like the honey, is the barrel age that they do with it. So I just want to smell it.
Smell it. It smells really, really good.
Oh I love honey and vanilla. Like those are some of my favorite.
I would serve
warming
this
little flavors
at Christmas for sure to the right group.
And I'm sure like if you like the egg part of eggnog and you mix that into, so I didn't mix it up exactly the way the recipe book calls for, because it tells you to like shake everything together, which is going to get the egg all mixed in there properly and everything. But
double strain it and add ice. We didn't even add ice. Doesn't need it.
No. But mine's warmed even. So.
Yeah. Was yours warmed up good enough?
Yeah. Just a little cozy, warm, tasty milk.
So throughout the whole episode, Dean is like, we're going to celebrate Christmas. We're going to celebrate Christmas this year. We're going to do it right. And Sam is all like, yeah, we never had a great Christmas. You know, I feel like Sam and Dean...
they have different recollections of their childhood.
Different childhoods, for sure. Same childhood, different memories, different things that stood out to them. And I've had conversations with family members, same thing. Dad, you know, my dad was super hard on me and you got away with everything. And they're like, no, Dad was a great guy. And, you know, so everybody has different perceptions of the household that they grew up in. And that's definitely evident in this episode. Sam doesn't have the warm, fuzzy feelings. As a matter of fact, they have the flashback to that episode, to that Christmas where he's, like I said, you said he's wrapping the Christmas gift for his dad, which ends up being the Samulet, which was going to be for his dad, gives it to Dean. And then Dean's like, hey, Sam, wake up. Dad was here while you were sleeping. And he had 2 gifts wrapped up for him. And one of them was a baton
and a
Barbie. And he's like...
Dean tries to play it off. Maybe Santa thinks you're a girl.
Yeah. So really what he had done is he stole it from somebody's house. So some little 8-year-old girl down the street...
did not get her Barbie and her baton.
Yeah. So sad.
But it's just that great example of how much Dean cares and wants to make things special for his brother.
Right. And so they go throughout the whole episode with that kind of flashback going on. And then at the end, Dean comes into their hotel room after the pagan gods, they defeated him. So we'll backtrack to that. But the very end, when they get together and Sam had set up the hotel room, he had decorated with this little... dinky, it wasn't a tree, it was more like a branch, and put up some lights, and he had wrapped him up gifts from the local gas station. It was I think $100 grand candy bar for Dean and oil, and Dean's like, fuel for me and my baby. And he had given Sam some porno magazines and cologne. Didn't he give him something else, or was it just the magazines?
I remember the magazines. I don't remember what else, but yeah.
But Sam had made eggnog.
Yeah.
And he gives it to Dean. And the best part about that, the behind the scenes stuff, is that Jared Padalecki had spiked it with some really strong rum without Jensen knowing, and gives it to him.
Because Jared is the prankster on the set. Yeah.
And so Dean / Jensen's actual reaction to the drink of, you know, how strong it was his actual reaction. So I just thought that was fun. I think that they just had so much fun together. Yeah. It's amazing that they ever got work done in the 15 years.
I know. From what I've heard, like, they had to disable a bunch of the buttons and features in the car because Jared would poke them and, like, broke everything.
Yeah.
Like, the lights didn't work, the horn didn't work, the radio didn't work,
Yeah, because the guys would blind them with the spotlights, and they would turn on the radio and blast it, and So did you like this episode, John?
This episode feels very bittersweet to me because it's part of the season that's leading up to Dean going to hell.
Right. And that's why Dean wanted to have the Christmas.
And Sam's like, I don't know, man. I don't really want to celebrate Christmas and have this good time now, knowing that you're not going to be here next year.
Right.
And so, like, there's a lot of bittersweet in that. There's a lot of bittersweet in the flashback part because Christmas is also when Sam finds out Santa isn't real because Dean told him Santa's not real. And where Sam finds his dad's journal and he finds out that all these monsters are real. And even young Dean is trying to play it off and be like, where'd you get that? That's no. But Sam's like, don't lie to me. I figured this out.
I know what we do or what Dad does.
Right, I know what Dad does. And so, like, this holiday, which is, you know, supposed to be cheerful, but for a lot of people isn't. And for Sam, it's not because of finding the hard truths of reality, I guess.
Yeah.
Around Christmas. So the episode has a lot of like fun or like heartfelt moments with like the Samulet, but it's also very sad. Like even at the end when they exchange their presents and they have the nog together, it's still very sad.
It is. But wouldn't you say that even their one-offs, that they are funny, that there's almost always something sad? Like Yellow Fever is one of my favorite ones. Hilarious the whole time. Dean's afraid of everything. But at the end, when they have to kill that poor guy, again, poor Luther, he was just this, he was, that was just sad. But this one definitely has, like you said, it's got the levity, it's got comedy when they're fighting the pagan gods. What was it? It was evergreen or something that could kill them. And they had taken the stakes with them.
Right.
And they lost the stakes. So then they knocked down the Christmas tree, stab them with the Christmas tree. And then one of my favorite scenes is at the end where it shows they run them through with the Christmas tree branch. And it still has an ornament hanging on it, even though it had just stabbed somebody. So the branch, and then it focuses in on that ornament. I just thought that was a great shot. I thought that was really cool. But like you said, it ends with Sam, he puts together this Christmas, but it's really sad because this is going to be his last Christmas with Dean. Because Dean has sacrificed himself for his brother again, but as they do, both of them.
As they do. And as we've discussed, they learned from their parents.
Yeah. Overall, though, I really did like the episode.
I agree.
It's probably it's so hard because people be like, have you seen, what about this episode? And I'm like, yeah, it's one of my favorites. And then they'll name, somebody else will name 100 other ones. I'm like, yeah, it's one of my favorites. So
I think we had that discussion too, where you really like the first 5 seasons, but then the last 10 seasons are great as well.
Yeah, that's just how it is. It's one of my 327 favorites. No, there's some that I don't like as much, but this one would be one that I would just turn on and watch. It wouldn't have to be just Christmas time either. It'd just be one I would watch.
I think I watched it in like September or something.
Right.
So, yeah.
And I just turned it on today. I'm like, if we're going to record, I had it playing in the background. Just try to refresh my
our memory a little. Yeah.
But it definitely has the theme of their family and how important that was, and that how Dean as a child went the extra step to try to give Sam a good Christmas, even though it ended up being Barbies and batons. And then Sam
kind of returns the
recognizing that went back, was like, okay, I'm going to make a Christmas for my brother because it means something to him. And he, even though he didn't want to, he still did it. Yeah. Because they really just love each other so much. And they really, really care about each other. I'm going to shed a tear. I'm not. But I really liked it. I like this eggnog pretty good too. This non-eggnog. I don't know what to call it. Nog. This Christmassy type of drink. And I like my mug. We'll show you a picture of the mug. It's quite beautiful. Your friend is very talented.
I agree.
How long has she been doing pottery?
Probably 20 years.
Wow.
I think she started in high school.
Oh, cool.
So she's been professionally doing pottery for probably the past, I want to say 15 years.
Does she do stamped at all? Like the stamped pottery where they have like a logo or something?
Sometimes, yeah.
She needs to make us
She's done like
supernatural mug.
She's done some commissions for people. I could get her to make us some mugs if we really wanted. Absolutely. Yeah.
So did you like your drink? It's just basically
warm
almond milk.
No, I do. Even though I've never just had broth, I have warmed milk and added some stuff to it for a little tasty flavor.
I've never had warm milk in my life.
Really?
Yes. I don't know how you've never had broth in your life.
Just broth?
Yes. I don't know if that's an Ohio thing or what.
Maybe.
But no, I couldn't.
Have you ever heard of like the glass of warm milk helps you sleep?
Of course
kind
I've heard of it. But the thought of it is just ew. I can't imagine drinking warm milk. Sounds so gross to me.
It's good.
I believe you. I believe that you believe that.
I believe that you believe that.
But I just don't think I would like that at all. Anything else in that episode that stuck out to you?
Stuck out to me. I mean, there's a few like funny other lines that pop out. Like Sam calls Bobby for help when they're like learning what the meadow sweet is or what was on the wreath, and Dean says, "What did Bobby say?" And Sam says, "That we're dumbasses." And also, like,
yeah,
it's hilarious.
And that sounds very Bobby,
doesn't it?
We don't hear Bobby though.
No, we don't hear him.
Right?
It's just they just talk about that he was on the phone. Yeah,
I love it when Bobby becomes more of a main type character in the show and is in more episodes.
Oh yeah, and we get to learn more about his background too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm. I think Bobby. We talk about Bobby coming up in January, so that'll be fun when we do his episode.
Spoilers. No.
Yeah.
Is it spoilers if we're telling what's happening in the future? I don't know.
I don't think so. People know Bobby's in the show.
You assume that we're going to do a drink about Bobby, obviously.
Yeah.
Like we not. The best dad they ever had.
Yeah, that's fair. Except young John.
But they never had, they barely had young John as a dad.
Yeah, Dean met him twice. But you know what? Sam actually got to meet him twice also. Because in the baby episode, his flashback was with young John. And Dean wasn't in it. So. Anyhow, that has
But they didn't get to have him really as a dad.
That has nothing to do with our Christmas.
It doesn't have anything to do with Christmas.
No, but that's what we do at this podcast. We just talk about what we want.
There are no rules.
Nobody's paying us. We can do what we want. We talk about what we want. We can jump around.
Trying to think of what I think like a Winchester Christmas tradition would be if they'd had it. But I don't know if we know enough about them to say what kind of Christmas traditions they would have.
Do you mean just between Sam and Dean, or do you mean as if their family had stuck together?
Oh, well, let's go with both.
So I think between Sam and Dean, when they exchanged the gas station gifts, I feel like that was probably kind of
pretty
what they
on
did.
Brand there, yeah. Like they both went to the gas and sip and picked out random stuff for each other, sure.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then the Winchester one, so Dean would have been born in 79? Mm-hmm. And then Sam was 82?
83, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of things that I know, like in my family, we always opened up gifts on Christmas Eve in the 70s. Can you imagine
the Nintendo came out in like the late 80s? Little Sam and Dean getting a Nintendo.
I think they probably would have gotten an Atari.
They would have had an Atari first.
Yeah, because for one thing, John was a mechanic. Mm-hmm. He didn't make much money. Yeah. So they probably got like a secondhand Atari before they would have gotten a Nintendo. Okay. Which really, that would be cute. Little Sam and Dean playing little Pong.
Yeah,
on their
exactly.
Atari on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
And I bet you they still got like the traditional boy toys like squirt guns or like Red Ryder BB gun type of things, I would imagine. Unless Mary would have said, no, we're not going to have stuff like that in my house because of the way she was brought up. So she might have prevented weapon type of gifts. I don't know.
Maybe. That could have been a point of contention because John was a Marine.
Military guy.
And so he would have been like, well, I'm going to teach him to shoot or something anyway. So
can you imagine John taking the family out for shooting and then Mary shoots better than him?
That would be so
she's
good.
like, I don't know. It's my first time ever holding a gun. Yeah, that's funny. I never even thought about something like that. She's gone so quickly into the series that you just don't think about what could have been, I guess. But I think that they would have had normal childhood. They would have just had normal Christmassy type of things, probably.
I feel like, Mary, having grown up in like a hunter house, would she have known like other uses for mistletoe or pine or different stuff? Or would she have made sure that she didn't have meadow sweet in her house or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's funny. And in Kansas, I'm trying to think, would they have had snows in Kansas?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so they've been outside. I could see them making forts and then having like snowball fights.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Sammy and Dean. Oh, it makes me kind of sad.
Yeah. All the Christmases they didn't have.
Yeah. But this was a sweet one. This was a great episode. This is a pretty good drink. I think it's time for us to rate our Christmas
certifiably
non-egg eggnog.
Say that 5 times fast.
Christmas spirits, non-egg eggnog. See, that's not going to be a hard one.
Not at all.
Now try to say toy boat 5 times fast.
I will not do that. I'm so bad at it.
Or an Irish wristwatch. Can't ever say that.
We are now a tongue twisters podcast.
Yeah. So for the taste, because I have the full experience with the vodka instead of rum. I mean, instead of bourbon, and I think it's quite delicious. I'm going to give it a full swig.
That was kind of a spur of the moment. I happened to be at the liquor store, I guess.
Were you driving through or were you walking in?
We were walking in. It's one of the like state liquor agency stores that's in a grocery store. And I was looking at stuff, and I think I've actually had this before, but when I was thinking about the nog, I was like, that would be good with it.
Oh, it's perfect.
Awesome.
It's really good. And then you had brought some honey, too, that we could have added, but definitely we didn't need it with the simple syrup. It was perfect.
Absolutely.
So I get a full swig. Would you give your warm milk?
I am enjoying my warm milk with my cinnamon in there, too. I would give that a full. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, this recipe without your rum. Yeah, I just basically, I replaced you could do like a non-alcoholic bourbon and replace and do it that way too. But with like the cinnamon syrup in the milk, it definitely adds like a little holiday flavor to it. So mine's good.
Good.
Can't complain. Do you think that I feel like this is a pointless question. What do we rate the matching of this drink to this episode?
Well, I give it a full swig because they had eggnog at the end of the episode. So, yeah.
It's like directly from the episode. They could have been drinking this.
Well, except that they had bourbon.
Yeah. They probably had like bottom shelf bourbon and like
151 rum. They had something strong. If you if you watch Jensen's reaction when he takes a sip.
The mocktail ability of this, if you just want to have eggnog, that's perfect.
Yeah, I don't think you can get any easier than that. That's a full swig for me.
And the ease of making. So the way that I made this was easy. There's a couple more steps to it from the book.
But they still aren't hard.
No, it's like you shake everything together without ice, and then you shake it with ice, and then double strain it.
That's what it says. Into a chilled old-fashioned glass. I like my jackpot pottery mug. Hey. I give it a full swig.
Our way was easy. Add all the stuff and stir it together. The end.
So, Dawn, let's add up
some math here.
Yeah. Can you math it?
I can math it because what happened is we both gave everything a full swig.
Yay. Merry Christmas. It's a Christmas miracle.
We did math.
4 full swigs.
Too many fractions last time, okay?
No, it's great. Okay, well, thank you again, Dawn, and I really appreciate everyone that takes the time to listen to our podcast, who comments and rates us, who follows us on social media. We are, again, Spirits and Supernatural on Facebook and Instagram. Still haven't done the TikTok, but we might. Or Threads, or there's a new one out. Is it Blue Sky? Yeah, I haven't joined.
I haven't.
But it apparently is gaining quite a lot of traction also. Wow. But again, thank you for your support. Anytime if you guys have suggestions, we're very welcoming. We're welcoming to suggestions. We welcome suggestions. Send
English
them our
is
way.
Hard.
English is hard. Math is hard. I don't know how I graduated high school. Thanks for joining us. Everyone have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.